Former financial controller of the BVI Tourist Board, Verna Maduro, changed her plea to guilty on 2 counts, bringing the trial to an end on June 15th. Maduro was charged with breach of trust, furnishing false information, and 56 counts of theft. Following discussions with lawyers and the judge, Maduro's lawyer, Sir Richard Cheltenham, asked that the first 2 counts be read again to the accused. Maduro then pleaded guilty to the 2 charges of breach of trust and furnishing false information, and the Crown withdrew the 56 counts of theft. Speaking to ZBVI News, Cheltenham explained the reason for the plea change at this point in the trial.
If she was to benefit from a guilty plea, it had to come early. If we were to go through what was projected, that is that we would have a 4-week trial, she would get no benefit from pleading guilty. And so this was the appropriate moment at which to plead guilty to 2 of the offences and have 55 of them withdrawn. And that is exactly what happened. A sentencing hearing awaits us, and I hope that in the end everyone would agree that this was the wise and sensible thing to do, and that if it had to be done that way, it had to be done reasonably early.
Sir Richard Cheltenham added that government and the Tourist Board should review the credit card procedures and administrative systems at the Tourist Board if this was not already done. He said the credit card was used without proper supervision, and such cards are not necessary for the work of the board.
A lot of people, both at the level of the board, the chairman over time, directors, employees, herself, they were all using the card and without proper supervision. And perhaps too, a lot of them ought not to have had the card. When you're traveling, you get your per diem, you get your travel expenses paid, and you get your hotel accommodation paid. There is no need for all of these cards to be thrown around as generously as they're done here.
It was the Crown's case that Verna Maduro, as the former financial controller of the Tourist Board, made personal use of over $650,000 of the board's money between 1998 and 2006. Lead prosecutor Terence Williams told ZBVI News that he considered the plea bargain acceptable because the first 2 counts covers the main matter in the case and carried a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison.
We could not have put a count for every single credit card charge or the samples, and count 1 and 2 covered the entire period that she worked at the Tourist Board and used the cards. So therefore, it is our view that count 1 and 2, plea of guilty to those would cover the allegations sufficiently. So in the interest of efficient running of the criminal justice system, we agreed to accept that plea. The breach of trust brings a maximum of 10 years, just like the theft counts. The second count brings a maximum of 7 years. So there is sufficient sentencing power there for the trial judge to.
During the high-profile case, which began on June 7th, testimony was heard from overseas witnesses in person and via video link. Maduro remains on bail until her sentencing, which is set for July 11th, 2011.